it's Rianne, and today I'm going to be sharing you some of my favorite things from February. I have some beauty products, I have a technological product, and I also have like a clothing staple that I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right in. My first favorite is the Naked Basics palette, or as I like to call it, the Baby Little Naked palette. I really like this palette because it's got a lot of matte colors in it, and it's really perfect for doing an everyday eye. I actually know a lot of people who use this as their everyday. The only problem that I have with this palette is that the black color right here called Crave, and by the way, if you have the second Naked palette, they have a black color in there called Blackout, and sorry, I got an email. I really don't think that there's a difference between Crave and Blackout, so I don't know. But my problem with Crave is that it got broken, kind of. Like, it's not all the way broken, but like little tiny pieces break off all the time. And then the thing about little pieces of eyeshadow that are broken is that they look really small, and then when you try to like clean them up, they like disperse, and then black is everywhere. So there's like black dust on like almost everything that I own right now. The other thing is the glue on the back of Crave, because there's glue that keeps all the pans in the palette, for some reason failed, so it just pops out all the time, which is why I'm kind of scared right now holding this over my bed. But other than that, I really like these colors. I love Naked 2 and Faint. I use Naked 2 all over the lid, Faint in the crease, Foxy for the under the eyebrow and blending color, and then Crave to line. And then I'll also pop some Faint on my lower lash line. It's a perfect everyday look for me. It's matte, so it's pretty subtle, and I really have been enjoying this palette. Like I said, it just has those tiny issues, which could just be, you know, my palette. But I highly recommend this palette to anyone that is looking for a good everyday palette. You can also travel really easily with this one, because you can just throw it in a makeup bag, whereas the other Naked palettes are definitely more substantial sized. But yeah, I really love this. I think it's kind of like the perfect collection of colors, and I think that Urban Decay did a really good job sort of curating and putting this palette together. Oh gosh, that was such a bad idea. I just remembered the black one. My next favorite was actually kind of a lifesaver this past month. Around Valentine's Day, I got the worst breakout that I can remember. I'm sure I probably got breakouts about this magnitude when I was in middle school or something. But I had breakouts and I still have scars and some active breakouts from it, but it's definitely a lot better now. I had breakouts all over my cheeks, I had some under my nose here, and I had a cold also, so I don't know if that kind of contributed to it, but basically I had huge acne spots, and then all of my skin around that was just really dry and flaky, so it was like just the worst of both worlds, really. And it was so incredibly painful. I remember I was trying to sleep, and even just putting my head on a pillow was so painful. And so when that happened, I have a prescription of acne medication that I put on nightly, and usually that's really good stuff because it is prescription, and it's called Differin, and it's usually really good stuff because it will dry up all the acne spots, and sort of, I get one here and there, but it's not so bad. And for whatever reason, it just wasn't able to combat these acne spots. But when I started using this next product that I will show you, oh, so much buildup, in conjunction with my acne medication, it really started to help. And that is the Skin Rescue, which is definitely what it did. Purifying mask with red clay. This stuff kind of makes me laugh every time I put it on, just because I live in a dormitory setting, and there is a, communal bathroom, sorry. And when I put this on, it looks like I've covered my face in tomato sauce or ketchup or something. But it is really great stuff. It's one of those fun masks that you kind of peel off, and it sort of looks like your skin is coming off. I don't know why, I just find those so like fun to do. I'm a weirdo. But it's a really great mask. It definitely dried up a lot of those spots and definitely aided in the clearing up of that acne. So I definitely highly recommend this. It's from First Aid Beauty. My next favorite was in my favorites last time as well, and it is a scent. It is the scent, if you want to know what I smell like, it's this. It's the Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf, and I have a little problem where I've always felt this way my whole life. I have this like paranoia about smelling bad. I don't know. I really don't want to smell bad, so I take like extra precautions not to. I put on like 2 different deodorants every day, and then I have a lightly scented lotion, and then I also put this on top. And I just really like this scent. And actually just yesterday, one of my best guy friends that lives on my floor came in and he was like, "It smells so good in here. It smells so good." And he is right. It smells very good. This next product I've been using really often because I have gotten really good about not washing my hair every day, which for some people, I guess some people get creeped out by that, but you're actually really not supposed to because it strips your hair of the natural oils. And also, when you have hair like mine and you have to style it every day and it's like an hour-and-a-half project, you don't necessarily want to be taking that much time every single day. And honestly, sometimes I think about how much of my actual life is going to be spent styling my hair, and then I remember that I probably don't want to know. I do not wash my hair every day, and sometimes I'll even go 2 days without washing it. And I've tried different types of dry shampoo. I tried one from Bedhead, and I tried the Tresemme one, but this one has been my favorite one. And I actually got this at LA Fashion Week, and it is the Refresh Me Dry Shampoo by Voce. I don't know how to say that, but it's really, really great. What I do is I will section my hair off as I usually do it, and I have a whole video on how I do my hair if you want to see it. I'll have it linked below. And I section off my hair, and then I style it, and then in between each section, like when it's just like parted here or parted here all around, I'll spray this at the roots, and then it will definitely, it takes away all of the oiliness. And the nice thing about this stuff is it doesn't make it feel residuey afterwards. It really just feels like your hair, and it doesn't leave too bad of a white residue. So sometimes the other ones, if you spray them too close or whatever, you'll have like a white line. This one doesn't really do that sometimes, but not very often at all. I'm not really sure where to buy this. I'm going to look on Amazon, and if I find a link, I will put it in the information bar. But yes, this stuff has been really great, and it's lasted me a really long time because I think I got this in like September or something, and I use it pretty much every day because I don't wash my hair every day, or every other day, every 2 days. And it has lasted me a really long time, and I can't say enough good things about this particular product. It's wonderful. So the next thing I wanted to share with you guys is actually a clothing item, and this might be super weird, but it is a basic. And so what I've done is they have these little tank tops in the brass plum section of Nordstrom, and I absolutely love them. They're just your average basic tank top. There are some that I've definitely had for 5-6 years, and they still hold up. Like, they don't rip or anything, which I really like. They're super duper stretchy, and they're just really comfortable because they are 95% cotton and 5% spandex, and they're from brass plum, as I said. So I have a ton of them in black and white, and I just wear them under t-shirts or what have you. They're great to throw a jacket over, all of these things, and they're just super comfortable, and I highly recommend them if you're looking for like a good basic what are these called? Tank top? Spaghetti strap tank top thing? These are my sort of go-to. My last favorite of this month has definitely been my iPad. Now, before I talk about this too much, I did want to let you guys know, at first when it came to deciding what I was going to get for Christmas for my parents, they said we'd like it to be something either creative or educational. And so I was like, okay, something for like my YouTube or my camera, or something like a new computer. But I didn't want to get a new computer, even though my computer is from 2010, and it's super duper heavy. And so last semester, I was walking all the way to and from class with my computer in my backpack, and it was just so tiring because it's about a mile to each of my classes, and the computer is like 5 pounds, and I'm kind of a weakling. I know a lot of people can do that, but for me, I was getting super tired. And so instead of buying a whole new computer and moving everything over, because I really do like my computer, and I do have to say that for a 4-year-old computer, it works really, really well and smoothly, I decided to go ahead and get an iPad. And what I love about this is it's really, really easy to take notes on. It's great if you need to send your notes to yourself. A lot of my professors do 100% of their stuff online. I've gone completely paperless now, which is really great because I just take my notes on this, and all of my books are also online, which is really cool. So yeah, so I bought the iPad Air. It's really great because it also has a Retina display, so when you watch movies on Netflix, they're super crisp and super clean looking, and it's also super light, which is also great. And I bought this case on Amazon. It was only $30. So as you can see, it's sort of like a black leather case. It does this little trifold, which is like a built-in stand. And then it also has another stand on the back here. And it also came with the Bluetooth keyboard, which I really like. And it was only $30 for all of that stuff, which was a really, really good deal. So if you're going to buy accessories for your technology, especially if you're getting an iPad or an iPhone case, I would definitely suggest looking on Amazon. The case and the keyboard being only $30 all together is incredible, because a lot of the cases and keyboards alone can be anywhere from $50 to $150 plus. So I'm really, really happy with this. If you're on the fence about getting an iPad and you're not sure if you have like an iPhone and a computer, I highly recommend still getting the iPad, especially if you're a college student. Yeah, but it's been super useful to have an iPad, and initially I really didn't think it would be, so I'm really happily surprised. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great month of February and you're having a great start to your March. I will go ahead and talk to you next week on Thursday, right back here on youtube.com/riannstar. Okay, bye guys!